welcome
Yeah.
to welcome to our session today of Image Word Mystery. That is where we play games with words and language and invite in some mysterious sense of awe and capacity for infinite creation. We're going to be playing a real classic image word mystery game today, which is one of my favorite practices, and that's called ekphrastic poetry writing. And it's a cool word, and what it means is that we are going to be writing poetry inspired by imagery that we see. And because this end of year celebration is called Illuminate, and we are endeavoring right now to light up the tracks with this $11,000 111 fundraiser by 1-1. Obviously, we're working on this theme of light and darkness, the dyad that coexists. And as we, here in my hemisphere, we're walking moments we're walking towards the winter solstice, and so we've been pulling on this thread, on these themes of the balance between day and night, and the pivot points in the year that all of us universally mark and celebrate and have across time. There's something ancient and sacred about coming together at the solstice that completely transcends Zoom, totally transcends contemporary culture, and this is a pretty cool way for us to tap in the contemporary moment to something core and basic about the human experience, which is noticing this pattern to which we belong on our earth in relationship to our sun. And something about that is so poetic in its own right. So I invite you to, as we dip into this session of poetic thought, to let go and release into that, knowing that that we're engaging with perhaps the oldest poetry there is, that is gathering today as humans to marvel at the beauty and power and pattern of the sun and the dark, and how these two forces dance around us. It's inspired so much poetry and so much art throughout time, and today you're going to contribute to that. You're going to be looking at images with me on the screen. I've gathered together a series of really fun visionary art pieces to contemplate with our eyes, to take in together, and then we're going to write poetry based on what we see and experience internally while observing the poetry. It couldn't be more simple. It hands it right to you. There's no wrong way to do it. And because I like games, I'm going to lead you through some ways as we warm up and warm into this practice. We'll do some shorter poetic responses, and I'll prompt you through some different ways of looking and thinking about the images as we go to warm us up, and then we'll stretch into some longer writing time. I'll put on some smooth music. The snow is falling ever so gently here in the central U.S. today, just almost hovering in midair. The cat is thoroughly entertained. You're going to hear him yodeling throughout the session. If you need anything, hit me up in the chat. And yeah, perfect. I'm going to take just one moment and make a few other people co-host here so that we know that the room is well held. Thank you for that offer. Shara, let's get you co-host. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Perfect. Okay, so if everyone's got their sketchbook, I'm gonna pull my notebook around here as well. And Neon's up and he's joining us too. You want me to send it to you? Okay, we're going to get Neon on board here. Right. All right. No one left behind. I just messaged it to you there. Or you can get on through visiontrain.org.
How did the train go last night? How were the tracks?
I hopped off earlier than some. Did anyone party or pull a all through
I
a
stuck
who's
until about 8 p.m. my time, which about 9, I think, your time.
yeah, nice,
The
nice,
Grays were
nice.
on last night, and there was a nice dance. Goldcast went really well. God, it was great. There was a bunch of stuff going on. We had ornament making last night. Anyone catch ornament making?
With Stacy, awesome. That looked so sweet. I'm looking forward to catching up on that replay.
Totally.
Oh, I'm glad that the Grays were on. That's excellent.
It was fun. We were cutting cranberries with Allison. It was great.
Nice, nice. Sigil, do you have something to say to the class? He's sitting directly behind me, yelling very loudly. All right, friends, let's get ekphrastic. This is my absolute favorite. I'm going to share a screen here, and let's just put on our free thinking caps and let ourselves flow for a minute. You're going to dig these images. Let's get this share going here. And all right, here we go. Screens. And I got you. It's early, but boy, howdy, we're rocking. Okay. All right, my friends. So now you can see my keynote page, yeah? Okay. Okay. So I can zoom in and out so that we can see the full image. And is that going to work for everybody? Thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Okay, friends, this is where we're going to start. What is ekphrastic poetry? We look at an image and we write what arises. So this is just a warm-up image here. So shaking out the fingers here. Almost all of the images that I have today, I have no attribution for. They're from deep in the public archive, which is one of my favorite resources and just a really cool place to find far out visionary stuff. And let me tell you, when you're looking for things on the theme of illumination, it's got it for us. So holding that word illumination, illuminate in your mind. We see this image. Now, as fast as you can, I want to write down just the most dumb and obvious things that you could say, like a lamp on a book, a hand in a cloud. Okay, go. Just write down some dumb stuff real quick. Scribble it out. Just, this means nothing to anybody. What do you see? The dumbest things that you see. Obvious, silly things. Flame, hand from cloud, right? This is reminding our brains that this isn't precious and that actually this stuff arises effortlessly. Hand pouring, oil lamp, lamp on book. Okay. Now, I want you to create, this is how I like to do it. I create 5 empty blank spaces on my page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That tells my brain that I'm going to write in 5 words. So just 5 empty spaces. Possibility of any 5 words could fall in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open and ready. And looking at this image, what 5-word phrase might arise as you look at this image? It's simple. It's usually the first thing that arises. Feel your way into it and write that now. Any 5-word phrase that arises looking at this image. Any 5 words, and then it just drops out, and you're like, well, that's interesting. You can read that to yourself and think, oh, how interesting. Wow, it wrote itself. When I look at the 5 words that just came from my hand, it says, the hand pours sweet light. The hand pours sweet light. anyone else want to unmute right now and just say the 5 words that you found? And I'm going to write them down as you say them because I'm thinking that my poetic listening is going to want to keep track of what my friends are saying. I might want to weave their words in. Anyone want to unmute and share your 5 words?
Sure, I
Unmute
will.
now. Great.
Mine was Fuel Your Life Lamp Story.
Woo! Fuel your life lamp story. Yes! Beautiful. Anyone else want to
Magic
share your...
light arises from knowledge.
Woo! Magic light arises from knowledge. Listen to this poetry that poured out without premeditation. I dig it. Who else has got 5 words?
I've got
Neon. Oh, Sandy's got it.
feeding light gently by hand.
Woo! Feeding light gently by hand. Oh, I'm going to mute for Neon.
Pouring fuel on the fire came to me.
Can you repeat that, Allie?
Pouring fuel on the fire.
I have 5. Fiery genie magic wishing dreams.
Rachel, would you repeat yours again?
Yep. Fiery genie magic wishing dreams.
I love it. Anyone else want to speak your 5 words into the circle now before we move forward? And Neon, will you say pouring love ignites?
Mystic flame.
Mystic flame. Mystic flame. Okay, if anyone wrote down different phrases, that's good because you're going to be able to use that later. Beautiful 5-word poems. Let's move into our next image. Okay. Again, thank you, Public Archive. Absolutely zero attribution here. Nice, elegant woodcut image for us to look at now. So many of the images that we're playing with today have a you might recognize some symbols and imagery if you study various mystical traditions or astrology or tarot or magics and the occult. There's probably a bunch of coded language in a lot of this old artwork because light has been a metaphor forever, right? It's like as I began our session with, like we're working with such core archetypes for the human experience. So my invitation for you is if you have another layer of insight to different symbologies in the art as we go, you can play with that, or you can throw it down the stairs and just come in like a baby and make stuff up, okay? So again, let's just start with looking at this image and just writing down like maybe the most simple gut response that you could have. And in fact, maybe you could even play with it like a little kid. Be like, ooh, glowing paper star flower. That's kind of a little kid response to this. Write down some just like fresh responses to this image. Like, what strikes you about it? No wrong answer, just kind of shaking it out. And you can, in this moment, just describe what you see. Yeah. I'm like, it's a glowing paper star flower. It's a elegantly held, radiant star. And Now, one more time, if you were to give yourself 5 spaces on the page, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, take a nice breath, inhale this image again. What 5-word poem might fall out onto the page from this image before us now? We're going to popcorn real quick just to see what folks find here really quickly. Just land those words, drop them onto the page. Mine said, hold your pure radiance delicately. Hold your pure radiance delicately. You're welcome to unmute now and share 5 words, and I'll be writing them. So just speak slowly for us so that we can capture your poetry too.
Behold, the light lily shines.
Woo! Beautiful.
Lego.
Is flower curiously shining?
One more time.
Is matching flower curiously shining?
Curiously shining. Yeah. Did I see Shara?
Yes. Labored hand, gently grasping hope.
Woo! Woo! Oh, I'm feeling these in my bones. Sani.
Tended star seeds radiate light.
Oh. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
8 brilliant points held reverently.
Oh, I love these. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Reverently. Anyone else want to speak into the circle of 5 words? Awesome. Really beautiful. I'm seeing such gorgeous poetry come through in just these instantaneous things. Delicate, reverent, radiant, labored hands grasping. I'm so into the poetry. Let's flow on to the next one. I'm going to give you a little bit longer with this one now. We're going to go a little bit deeper. Look at this wonderful soul image. Soul. I'm going to zoom in here and we're going to take a close look at some of the beautiful details. Let's just get right in and start here. So as I take this tour through the image, you are going to just keep your hand moving, writing down the dumb and obvious things that you see, just like as we did before. So take you on a little tour around. Here at the top, we have the word soul for sun. I'll zoom out again so that we can see, take in the full picture. I'll go out and in as you write. Look at this fancy horse. If I was this horse, I would feel extremely fancy and excited to prance around. Dig the tassels. Dig this resplendent jacket this horsey has on. And this sick crown action here. Decked out horse alert. Okay. See its feet. Okay, suns abound, suns abound. Look at this wonderful, you can feel the weight of this fabric on this figure. Wonderful figure adorned. Okay. All right. So I'm going to let us look at this full image now. And here's what we're going to do. Thinking about all the words that you just wrote in, as you observed, In the next space that you have, we're going to start just as we did with our warm-up. Give yourself 5 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Take a deep breath, observing the full image in total. This is going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to write our first line of this poem is going to be 5 words. And just as we did before, 5 words are going to spill out onto the page now as you observe this image, the first 5 words of a poem. So give yourself a space, and what are the first 5 words? They fall out effortlessly. 5 words. And then it's complete. You've written 5 words. Now create a space for the next line, which will have 4 words. 1, 2, 3, 4. Writing that right underneath the 5 words I just discovered. Come here, Bubba. 4 words. The next 4 words of the poem, as I breathe in this image, just fall out now. Four words. Fall out. Now you've got 2 lines of a poem. You're going to give yourself space for the next line, which has just 3 words. 1, 2, 3. You have 1 line that's 5 words, 1 line that's 4, and the next has just 3, and you're going to discover that now as you breathe in this image and consider the next 3 words. They just fall onto the page. Those 3 words. And you take in this image again, scanning again on everything that you've noticed and felt about the image. And the next line is going to have just 2 words. So you breathe in the image and you think, what 2 words follow? And the final line in the poem has just 1 word that might be tugging on you now. 1 final word, the last line of the poem. That brings this to a close as you take in the full image. You might read the 4 lines that you've just produced before it, and you find 1 final word. I'm going to stop my share so that we can come back to the room view. And you have just made your way through 2 5-word poems and 1 complete poem. Sanny, I love your hat. You look super cozy. Cute. I would love for us to take a moment and share the poems that came through effortlessly in this moment. And for this, in fact, maybe if you want to pop up on camera and just do a quick one of these, and I'll say your name so that we make sure that we get everyone's. Sandy, would you like to share yours?
Sure, why not? Sun rides in fully confident, knowing they are welcome, bringing light and warmth. Welcome, sun, welcome.
Oh, beautiful, Sandy. Welcome, sun. Welcome. Yeah. Beautiful. Rev Paul, let's go.
My horse hat is mighty. It's the sun, of course. Giddy up, my steed. Splendid.
Splendid. Of course, it's the horse. Beautiful. Ali Van Zyl, my friend.
Mine says, the face of the sun, I am the one, my eyes alone. See you now.
What's the final phrase?
See you now.
See you now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Shara.
A decorated power of solar strength, mounted, ready to serve. Step down. Oh, held aloft regally. Step down. Activate.
Woo! Woo! Decorated power. Beautiful. Thank you, Shara. Angelica, did I see your hand up? Yeah.
Yeah, I can share. I have the words, in light the sun rises bright, capably flowing rooted sun. Love the dark, light shines, sunrise.
Beautiful sunrise. Thank you, Angelica. Yes, Neon and Sid.
The sun adorns all things, without, still, and within. Accept its blessing. Become it joyfully.
I love it. I love it. Anyone else want to share their poetry into the circle before we go into more observation? Right on, y'all. Those were really beautiful poems. And did you notice how effortlessly they arose? That's my favorite part. All right.
I have a bonus one. I can sling in here.
Bonus!
This is bonus. It's outside of time and space and form. Blazing in there we go. Blazing in a way you wouldn't think necessary. My local star shows up atop a steed. Cape, flowing cape with awesomeness. For God's sake, the horse has a hat.
That local star is shining bright, galloping through the valley there, Rogue Paul. I love it. Hey, okay, I'm just checking our chat to make sure that I haven't missed anything. You know how when you're... Oh, yeah, sorry about the framing on the screen. It would make it better if I played the thing full screen. Okay, let's see if I do that next time. I love these. And friends, I also encourage you to drop any of this poetry into our Mighty Networks just to share it with folks. All of this illuminated poetry will be good nourishment for our buddies. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see if I can do this full screen situation with Keynote and Zoom at the same time. Okay, so Rev Paul's bonus poem was like the perfect lead-in to our next little drop-in. We're going to spend a little bit more time on the next one, but this time I'm going to put on some music, and we're going to set just a 3-minute timer, okay? And you're going to have 3 minutes to spend with this image, with music playing, and then we'll come back into the circle, all right? So getting all those shares together now, And I will pop this over and I'll see if I can get it into full screen. But if not, I apologize that you're just looking at the back end build on that action. Okay, screens. Illuminate ekphrastic. Yes, I would like to share my sound. Okay, step one. Okay, and let's see if I can get us rocking here with that. Oh, yes, continue to share. That must be a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit more sophisticated. And oh no, too soon. Okay, there we go. Sophistication only. Let me get some music playing for us. One of my favorite songs I've discovered from someone else playing it on the train, and I have been meditating and vibing to this song for almost 6 years now. All right, have fun. We're gonna just rock for 3 minutes here. Hey, and actually Neon asks a great question. So let me clarify. You can write in any style you would like for this section. You can free write. You can dip your way in by being dumb and obvious and making observations and then going into a 5-word, 4-word, 3-word. You can work that way, or you're welcome to write in any style that you wish during these 3 minutes, okay? So this is like freestyle entry into this image for 3. And you're finding a resolution now. 30 more seconds. You're just wrapping it up magically. You could just breathe into whatever landed on the page and think, well, isn't that funny? Yes, Danny, I feel how you feel. Here's what came out for me. Bite the sun before the day is done. Seize the day before you fly away. That's it. That's it. There wasn't time to overthink it, luckily for any of us. So it just is what it is. Any shares on that one, Shara?
Yeah. I'm not sure what this means. Lion's maw, sun eater. Where has the light gone? Birds, birds fly. Birds flee into the distance, seeking warmth and community. The fierce lion of winter that gobbles the sun's light. It is good fuel to restore strength as we hunker down to a long winter's dream. And what are you dreaming in your cozy nest? What does the future hold? Let the sun illuminate the possibilities.
Oh, Shara, beautiful. I am always so amazed at how many lines come through you in these short sessions. That was beautiful. Thank you very much. Ali Venzel, and then Sani, we'll go to you.
Yeah, I put, when the lion walks on 2 feet, his two tails twitching, once the words of the incantation have been spoken, when the land is cast in the colors of yesteryear's ice cream shop, and the ambience shifts to include the once impossible, that day, fly with your 7 sisters, somewhere far away.
So good! Fly with your 7 sisters. Ooh, yes. Thank you, Ali. Sani.
Lion eats the sun on the outskirts of the city. What is he needing? Growth, passion, warmth, light? Does he not know he can just sit beneath and invite the sun to shine on him? Does he not know he can sit patiently and allow the heat into his bones with each breath? Take a seat under the tree, dear lion. Allow the earth to take your anger and invite in the warmth of the sun.
Oh, sit under the tree, dear lion. You just sit right here. Yeah. Hey, lion, sit under the tree.
Just feed it a son.
I know. You want 7 sons.
7 sons. Neon, this one's dedicated to you. While minding its own business, the sun is devoured by a voracious beast. Clearly, someone doesn't know about the Kelvin scale.
Yeah, no, that's good. This lion did not understand coronal mass ejections. No.
Any other shares from our lion? Angelica, and then Neon.
I have mountain tops, birds flying high, empty roads, lost city. I swallow you, said the lion. You warm my heart.
Oh, I swallow you, said the lion. You warm my heart. Oh, I'm writing all of these zingers down. This is how this works. Oh, you warm my heart. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to mute for you, Neon.
I wrote 2 haiku. Devouring the sun, we make its power our own, yet usher darkness. Indifferent sun cares little for our straining, despite claws and teeth.
Oh, despite. And we're back from the 27th dimension. Christopher, welcome on board. Thank you for joining us for Image Word Mystery. I'm Lisette, and we're flowing here. We've got about an hour to play, which is perfect because we have more images to play with. Did anyone else want to share any writing before we move on to our next ekphrastic experience? Yeah, right on. I'm stoked that you're...
Little tiny one.
Yes!
One time I picked up a capital between my fingers by squinting just so. Check out this beast with the same idea. What a delicious sun, he thinks.
What a delicious sun indeed. What a delicious sun. Every extra second of light we get after this solstice, I'm just going to think, what a delicious second of light. All right, my friends, awesome. Those were really beautiful, and I think we're in full trust and like warmed up. So let's get this rocking. We're gonna get over here to our next image, and I'm going to start our share. So for this one, I'm going to give us a little bit more time because this is a slightly more involved picture. So the invitation again is, as you see this image, you're just going to, how I like to start sometimes is just writing down just automatic, first, dumb, basic stuff that comes up. I might just describe what's there, some descriptor language, and then let myself start into some poetry. If you have a particular poetic form that you like to work in, like Neon loves haiku, I love working with pantoum, that's part of your practice, do that. But if it's not, no rules, as you saw in our last shares, so many beautiful iterations came through. So that's the invitation. I will be putting on some more music. And for this one, I'm going to give us 5 full minutes. So let it stretch out. This might look like multiple poems might come through. Or maybe you're done and you decide to doodle. You do you. We're going to do 5 minutes. I'll put on our delicious, devouring sun music. And then we'll pop back in for another share. Here we go. And we'll get our music up. Ooh, that was fun. That was fun. Landing any last words that want to fall out about this piece? I found that I was writing fast and furiously and then paused, and then I kind of like blipped back in, and there were like 5 more seconds, and I was like, oh, I better finish this. So it yielded some fun results, and something that I love about doing this practice in this timed way is that the lack of preciousness that slides in with these like ridiculous timings lets them just like really raw and true statements and emotions and feelings come out, which I like. So, so yeah, I felt super rushed on that one, but I love that image. And so this is what came through for me, and then I'll invite the room to share. Okay, I wrote this in the style of a pantoum. I'm happy to share more about that. Many of you know that I write in this style frequently. So I call this this poem, All My Friends Are Lit. All my friends are lit, thinking with their crowns. Sisters in abundance gather at the table, thinking with their crowns, bustling up their gowns, gathering at the table to power up this seance. Bustling up their gowns and smiling to power up this seance, that to put that in your cauldron and smoke it, and smiling. Sisters in abundance, put that in your cauldron and smoke it, because all my friends are lit. Who would like to share next?
I was at a party once where everybody brought their favorite tchotchke. Somebody brought a live crustacean, but it was the baby ram that freaked me out. Where did they find one so small?
Yes! That is totally en media res of the bring your favorite tchotchke party. You got some wild parties over there in the celestial realms, Rev Paul. Who would like to read next? Yeah, Allie.
Yeah, also Marissa, I don't know, that 5 minutes did not feel like 5 minutes to me.
I know, right?
Marissa, thank you very much. Papa prayed for the day that my perpetual fretting over the weather should cease. It's not my fault I remember their faces, like 4 suns shining, each with the fire of 4 worlds, dusting, blustering, blaming, they decide our fate like playthings. In the ivory tower my father built, no one is safe from the wisdom the sky proclaimed. All this to touch me.
Say the final line again.
All this just to touch me.
Oh. Oh, Allie, beautiful. Oh, all this. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Who would like to share next? Shara? Yeah?
I had to find my unmute button. It was hiding behind the scissors. So I also did a pantoum, and I have to admit, I did look up words because I wanted to know what Gradus was. And it says it was a manual for prosody that was used to help in, schools for kids learning Greek and Latin verse. And then I had to look up prosody, which says patterns and rhythms in poetry and sound. So that was just really cool to find out. And
Beautiful.
So learning how to write a poem, the seasons claim their chance, weighing out the time as the west wind blows. The seasons claim their chance, each with good reasons, as the west wind blows. They must take turns. Each with good reasons, they check their meter and rhyme as the wheel of the year turns, learning how to write a poem.
Oh, learning how to write a poem, indeed. Oh,
Hey, Corey.
beautiful. Hey, Corey.
Hi.
Better late than never. That was beautiful, Shara.
I'm so stoked to have you here, Corey, an original image word Mysterian. It's not the same without you. So happy to have you here.
Yay!
Yay! Would anyone else like to share a poem? Yes, Annie.
I will. This one I kind of struggled with actually. It was a lot going on. But the first line came straight away. It was like men blowing wind, fueling the fires above the round table where women sit.
Woo!
Ignore them for now. Come sit at our round table and bring your ideas, ladies. Let's talk of your inner light and radiate together.
Oh! Spoken like a moon circle holder. I love it so much. Come, ladies. Beautiful. Beautiful. Any other shares on that one?
Someone left this insane graffiti in the jet stream. I hope this doesn't catch on. I couldn't take ads like this on the morning sunrise.
Yes, I hope this doesn't catch on as well. Angelica, I saw your hand.
Yeah. Woman rise. Together we stand strong. Let's keep our fire burning. Nothing will blow us away. The star signs will show us the way. We can beat all shades of gray. Our nature lays in the wisdom of the land. Supported by our power animals, we will move wisely forward.
Oh, we will move wisely forward. Beautiful. Very beautiful.
Mm.
You. I see, let's see, Kitchen Nick? Were you raising your hand? Yeah, hey.
He doesn't realize he's muted.
Oh, you're muted though, my friend. Let's see if I can ask to unmute you there.
Hi.
Hey!
Sorry, my hands are bloody from elk and it's hard to read, but idly wasting away, the world is our oyster, lobster, rabbit, rat. A rabid rat are we, queens of suns and sons of the moon, cycles and circular sitting squarely, scratch that roundly. Come dine at our table as we burn and eat you down. We divine higher than thou, as we are the controlling ones. Oh, it's so hard to read. The blood's not everywhere. Who think we come from the earth when we don't. Flee, young friends, flee, as we always know. This charade, it's always blondes clad in white who make the whole world dark, not bright.
Oh, beautiful. Kitchen Nick, stoked to meet you. And I think this might be the first image word mystery that involves elk blood. So that's exciting.
I've been butchering an elk all night during the vision training.
You have? Wow, that might be a first for the 6 years that we're coming up on. And where are you reporting in from, Nick?
I'm at the vision training station central of Amanda and Joe Bob-esque.
Yes, nice, fantastic. That looked like a slightly familiar kitchen. Wow, processing an elk through the night, y'all. This is amazing. The poetry has blood on it because there's so much blood everywhere. These are phrases that you really maybe only get to hear on the Vision Train, and that is one of the many reasons why I keep showing up. So we have until the top of the hour. I wanted to say, hey, Kyra Joy! I know you're traveling. I'm so stoked to see your face, sweetie. Really, really, really happy to have you here. And Christopher, I saw you on yesterday. Happy to see you again today. And Corey, girl, I haven't seen you forever. I'm stoked. So folks, if you haven't met me before, I'm Lisette. This is Image Word Mystery. And we're going to go into, I'm thinking probably one more with time to share and transition. This has felt so awesome. So what I'd like to invite you to do now is for folks who have been writing down any poetic tidbits as you have heard your collaborators speak poetry into the room. If you've written anything down, this is your time to look at those. If you haven't been taking any notes on what your friends have been saying, that's fine. You can look in the chat, and there's some poetry and words written in the chat. So we've got some source material here. We're just going to take a moment, take a look at some of the words from your friends, and I want you to select one snippet. It could be one line or a series of a couple of words, and so maybe you're finding it in the chat or maybe you're finding it in your notes. Just quickly, you're going to just circle or find one thing or recopy it down onto a new sheet of paper that somebody else said or wrote, and you're going to copy that onto another sheet of paper now. So I was taking notes as people wrote, and I have things, or as people read rather, excuse me, and I have things written such as, fly with your 7 sisters. The sun is devoured. Check out this beast. Welcome, sun, welcome. Bunch of notes. So pull out, just find one little tidbit that you like. Take a moment. It could be anything that's just speaking to you right now. Okay. Okay. So that element that you just selected, that was poetry spoken by one of your collaborators here in this completely lit up and illuminated space, that line or phrase or couple of words is going to appear in the next piece of writing that you do. So somehow you're going to weave it into the next piece while also being inspired by this next image. So you know how this works. I'm going to get my share going and get us over to our music that helps us get extra illuminated. Okay. Oh, this is great. This is really great inspiration for us here. So let's get some music. And so for this piece, we're going to take another 5 minutes. Again, you're welcome to wade into this in whatever way works best for you poetically. You might start with just the dumbest, obvious stuff you can find. You know that that line that you just pulled from one of your collaborators' throats is going to appear somewhere in this piece. You can use any structure or non-structure that you want. Improvise. And again, we're going to do 5 minutes. So we're dipping back into that now.
Hey, Lisette, right now we're looking at your playlist. Oh, there you go. You got it.
Oh, intriguing. My playlist probably isn't going to help you get that inspired. I mean, it might.
It's not there anymore.
Okay. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Okay, that's much better. That's much better. It's like I've never flown this spaceship before. Okay. Ah! Oh, it's because I did the wrong share. One moment. It's spaceship operator problems. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yay, thumbs up. All right, have fun. Another 5 magical moments have passed without our noticing, as they are wont to do, and I can just feel it. There are some awesome poems in this room. If you would like to share now, just raise your hand. We'll get you speaking this last ekphrastic poem into the circle. In this poem, you were inspired by that wonderful image and some words inspired by someone else in this mysterious co-collaborative realm appear. Rev Paul, let's rock it.
I had to incorporate the word magic wish by decree. So it goes, I nearly tripped over it, but when I got it in my hand, I realized it was a magic wish. All afternoon, I considered what to do with it. In the end, I knew what I really wanted was the heart of an octopus.
Heart of an octopus! Yes, I love it. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Rev Paul.
I'll share.
Lovely.
She wears the sun as a shield, blazing in a way you wouldn't think necessary. The rays are arms that lend a hand, giving her strength to do the heavy work at hand. She must be the sun in these dark hours, to hold a candle, torch, sun that lights the way for tender star seeds, to generate their sparks and beckon the return of the sun.
Oh, beautiful, Shara. Yes, beckoning the return. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. All right, I'll mute for Neon.
All right, this is 3 haiku. Working with Hani's The Invisible Hand Lights Up the Intellect. Invisible hands bring light to the intellect with revelation. Raise your holy hands. Darkness cowers when light shines, with nowhere to hide. Reach your hands skyward into the pattern of stars, with feet on the ground.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, with feet on the ground. Yeah.
And I just really, honestly, I want to request that everybody share their poems on the Mighty Networks, because there's so much beautiful poetry here. And yeah, I would love to be able to reread these poems.
I would too. Yeah, there's some serious nourishment in here. You're welcome to just post this as a post, or you can reply to this event if you want to put your poem in the comments. There are different ways that you can throw that into Mighty Networks. That all works for me. And also, we're recording this session, and so many of you know that one of my practices with Image Word Mystery Sessions is to play with the audio. So the poetry that was read here today will both, one, be available in the video archive, available to Vision Train Express members for the low price of $11 a month or $111 a year. You too can watch every single video that goes into the archive, and you can also expect to probably hear some fun audio remixes of this go out to the whole community for free, and I'll let everyone know. But please write your poetry in the Mighty Networks for us too, so that we can just savor the words, because there's some really cool stuff coming through. I'll share mine here. I believe that this was from Sani, Feeding Light Gently by Hand. And so I worked with that. Here's my poem. Feeding on light, standing on lunar inspiration. Gently by hand, I reflect pure power. Standing on lunar inspiration, hands up, I surrender. I reflect pure power in this proscenium of life. With hands up, I surrender. Drop in this proscenium of life, and I am a star. Drop in, gently, by hand. I am a star, feeding on light. Thank you. Who would like to share next? Corey Cat.
I went off of a line from Rev Paul as I joined a little late. Here we go. Somebody brought a live crustacean. We looked each other in the eye. We wrapped our arms around each other, clinging as if not to die. Becoming the sun, we started to spin, 1,000 rays and 1,000,000 days. The universe manifested in uncountable ways.
Oh, beautiful. Oh,
That was a great image. Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you, Corey Cat.
I have a bonus one here.
Yes.
When teaching an octopus to dance, it's important to remember that you must first use your own hands. Careful, those things bite.
The levity with the esoterica is precisely the medicine that is required, I think, for these times. That's the right balance. Any other readings? Well, we've got the floor here for a couple more minutes. Yeah, Sunny.
I didn't get to do it fully, but here goes. I'll see if I can. I stand on the precipice of night and day, wearing my crown, queen of the day. I've been sleeping and resting a few months now. Time to step up, step out, and slay. Minute by minute, my light will grow. Watch closely, I will come nice and slow. We will move, and then I suppose we will move wisely forward. Together, let's grow.
Yes, let's grow. Beautiful invocation for this time of the year, Sandy. Thank you. It's one of my delights when folks preempt with, oh, I didn't really get anything. And then it's like hot fire. It's every time it happens.
I know, when I say it out loud, I'm like, actually, that's not bad.
I know, it's amazing how that works.
Yeah.
Well, my friends, Erica Joy, I'm so happy to see you here. Yay! The Image Word Mysterians gathering. Hi, honey. I wanted to take a few moments at the end of our circle here. This is the top of the hour here is my transition time. And I believe the next offering, let me just confirm, I believe it starts in a half hour. So maybe we have some music time. Let's just... Oh, no, no, it's not. We're going right into 21 portals, it looks like. Sweet. All right, friends, so I'm going to give us a chance to shake a leg and give yourselves a bio break. Thank you. Please post your poetry in the Mighty Network. And just in the general feed, I would really love to receive it. And if you'd like to join me for more poetry writing, the Image Word Mystery group that plays games like this all year long together is going to have an end of year poetry reading session. And if you haven't been writing poetry with me all year long, but you have other stuff that you'd like to read, it's an open mic. So come to listen to poetry, be inspired by poetry, dip into this vibe. If you like this flavor, it's going to be more of that on the 21st, and you can find the schedule for that also in the Vision Train Mighty Networks. And I wanted to remind you that this is our end of year free celebration. This is also a time when we're fundraising. Thank you, Sandy. You rock. Look at this PBS Fund Drive team situation going. We're like 100% on it. There are two ways that you can support the train other than just by being here with your presence, which is a huge benefit to all of us. But if you are able to contribute financially, there are two ways. One is we can now accept tax-free donations thanks to generous fiscal sponsorship from the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors, Alex and Allison Gray, who were on last night to help us illuminate the tracks. Thank you very much to them. And you can also become a member if you're interested in supporting us on a recurring monthly or annual basis. It's just $11 a month or $111 a year if you'd like to have access to all of our video replays and in our extensive 6-year deep media archive. So if you've been curious about, gosh, what happened all those years ago when all of us looked and felt different and the world was a different place and we didn't know one another like we know now, or what happened before I even knew this place existed, we're putting those videos up online for Express members. And that's our thank you to you for supporting us in a sustainable way throughout the year. So thank you. Thank you for your presence. Without you being here, this would be an empty Zoom room. And it is not empty right now. It is anything but. It is really full. I'm feeling really full. Thank you for starting this stormy, snowy morning with me in poetic reverie. And thank you for keeping these tracks lit up for 36 solid hours. You rock so much. I see some new folks are hopping on, so we're getting ready to transition into the next trip. I'm just going to put on a little music. Don't be a stranger. You know how to find me. Catch me on the In Mighty Networks on WhatsApp, or you can visit me at lisettemurphy.com. That's me. And you see our donation links up there. So I'm going to put on a little bit of music and send you off into the next illuminated adventure. I love you all so much. Thank you for playing my favorite games. This is the life-giving force. You are it. I love you very much. All right, get a little bio break in there, and then we're going to switch over to our next offering.